Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I believe that if you have a beautiful life, you too will have a beautiful mind. If you have a beautiful mind, you too will have a beautiful life. Because if there is something wrong in here, there is something wrong out here. Today we are talking about the heart chakra and how and what is it. So let's start off by there. What is it? Because some people may not know what that is. And if you do not know what this is or how to feel it or why it is it there. Heart chakra is felt by many ancient wise people who did not have technology, did not have many things except the task of observing their surroundings, breathing, and etc. So they realized that there's different energy bodies and different parts of the body that hold different energetic frequencies and different memories. Some may intertwine because it's all a wheel, it's all a machine, it all affects each other. So it's an energy field and it holds and operates and allows different feelings, emotions, and has different lessons for each of us. So the root chakra has to do with sense of safety, has to do with the 3D, has a different element, it has a different color, it has a different energy frequency. The only way that you're ever really going to know is by feeling it. So I'm not going to go any further into it. If you have not felt it, it's because you know.
No, I don't.
If you're looking into feeling your chakras and you're looking to actually feeling these energies and not just hearing about them, you got to do the work. You can't visualize that. That has to be felt. Anyways, I recently discovered that I have walls around my heart and I had no idea. I mean, I knew that I had something going on with my heart, but I didn't know there were like walls still. I thought that I had broken them down with all the time and effort that I've put into my energetic body and my soul, but apparently not. And the reason that I noticed is because I'm going to try to keep this as vague as possible. Something happened between a person and me, and this person pointed out that my walls were up and that I was pushing, and I didn't see it. I was confused. I said... That's what I said. And I sat on it for a couple days and I realized that there is truth to it, that I indeed am afraid of surrendering, being vulnerable, being seen, and connection, like trusting. I think that's the biggest thing that I have, like trusting that everything is going to be okay. That also has to do a little bit with my root chakra, right? That's why I said it intertwines. When you work on something, for example, if I'm working on my sacral, I might find something in there that has to do with a sense of safety. So then I have to go down to my root chakra and work on my root chakra for a little bit and then come back up. And I kind of just intuitively work on each part of my body. I never came to a moment where I was like, yeah, I'm fine. There's nothing that I know that I have to work on today. Like there's no pain in my body today. There's no uncomfortableness. There's no uncomfortable feeling. Like that's never happened. There's always been something I can work on, no matter how small or how big it is. So I've always just constantly following the guidance of my body and where it's telling me to go, because I feel like I'm a piece of yarn that's kind of knotted up or was knotted up and I'm unraveling. Like you're taking my string and you're pulling it with you and you're unraveling me and I'm unknotting up and I'm kind of just loosening it up. And sometimes like this, when you're pulling, you know how like sometimes this over here can get a little tangled and you kind of have to go and re-untangle it and then you keep going. That's the perfect description of what I've been doing. And recently it's come up to my heart chakra. I have never gotten this high because I just kind of like go down to my root chakra, then up to my sacral, then down to my root chakra, then up to my solar plex, then down to my root chakra, then up to my solar plex. And lately, I don't know, I've just been called to be like go up. So now I'm finally at my heart chakra. And I think it's funny that I'm at my heart chakra. It's February. It's just interesting to me. And like green, like, I don't know. know, it's just the green is the color of the heart chakra. Like my life is just so synchronistic right now because I'm so tuned in to everything, and it's so magical. And I hope that everybody can experience what I'm experiencing, because like I feel like the earth is an organism. It is an organism. It's a breathing organism that's just a bacteria. Or just some bacteria, you know, more complex bacteria and great bacteria with awesome communication skills if we put our mind to it, if we all put in the work. You know, collectively, if everybody did their part, we would be fantastic for, I think, the solar system. Actually, I think we would be pretty fantastic if we all focused on positive collective energy. And that brings me to today's topic and the heart chakra and how to open that and how I myself am working on my heart chakra. So yeah, so do this meditation with me, and this is how I open up my heart chakra and how I like to do it. And what I've been doing these past 2 days, I got a candle, a green candle, and I burned it in honor of me opening my root chakra. It's too distracting. I'm like, I feel like I should ask you a question. Like, Okay. Let's say you are at work, right? And Patricia got triggered. And Patricia started talking to Nancy. And Nancy's your girl. But Patricia thought she could trust Nancy. But Nancy is just playing the game. You know, Nancy's a girl's girl. But Patricia just decided to start talking smack about you. You know, Patricia started twisting words that you had said. Like Patricia said that you thought you were better than Nancy. She said that you thought you were better than Nancy, and she was trying to sabotage your relationship with Nancy. Patricia did that, right? Nancy gets done with that conversation and she goes along with it. Patricia has no idea what's going on. Patricia thinks she's like on top of the world, you know. Patricia goes back to her desk, you know, her little sorry ass is triggered, and I'm kidding. I don't mean to talk shit about Patricia. Then Nancy goes up to you and you're like, yo girl, what's up? And she's like, Patricia, she over there talking smack about you. What do you do? And that's a heart chakra question, because I understand how it can be really hard to understand that Patricia is triggered. And from a personal experience, I understand getting lost in those emotions when those waves come and just getting... I think about it like when I sit on the shore and the waves are just like coming in and out, and you know, a really strong one comes and like you just wipe out. I feel like that's how I get when I get triggered, and it's kind of hard to step out of that sometimes, which I know I'm getting a lot better at it. And breathing, I'm going to put more attention to that and focus on my heart space in my everyday life when I find myself getting worked up, because I feel like I clench the muscles on my heart. That's just the depiction that I get. But back to the scenario is like, you know, forgiving Patricia and seeing her for her humanness and seeing past the hurt that she's spewing, because at the end of the day, if you don't care about something, then you don't care about something, you know. But when you care about something and you decide to talk negatively about it, it says more about that person than it actually says about you. So at the end of the day, if you let Patricia trigger you, that says more about you than it says about her. So life is just interesting that way. And like, even though you have that common knowledge of being aware of that and self-aware of that, it's really much easier said than done, because you can't just say that, you know. There's a difference between saying that and pretending and like lying to yourself if that's how you feel, versus actually being able to practice breathing that out and letting that energy go and letting that energy flow and having that unconditional love for Patricia anyways, and being able to, you know, look at her and see her existence and not even think about what she said about you, or maybe even think about it but just be like, that's funny, and then just like wave at her, you know, or just give her a hug hug, or whatever it is that you feel like doing in that moment that comes out of your heart is really beautiful and can be transformative for you and this other person. Because I find that when I'm nice to people, I come into contact with a lot of people. When I encounter rude people, I've met them with anger. The situation was really not fun because now I'm serving a table that I don't want to serve. I'm talking to a person that I don't want to serve, and I'm in a bad mood for however long they're here. Now you're messing up my tips for the other tables, and everything. I'm in a bad mood. I'm talking to my coworkers, and then I'm spreading this energy around, and I don't want to spread that, and I don't want to be that. So if this person wants to be nasty, that's because they feel like that inside, and I don't have to take that as part of me. I don't have to take that emotion and make that me. I don't have to accept that. I can accept it and filter it through my heart and see them for who they are and see them past that pain and try to see why they might feel like that. And for me, envisioning why they are the way that they are, and maybe like their childhood that they had a upbringing, maybe they had a bad day today, and not to excuse any of that, because acknowledging somebody's past doesn't mean that it's excusing it. Acknowledging somebody's past is, I feel, sitting there with that person and feeling it with them, instead of just acknowledging that it exists, instead of just being like, oh yeah, it's fine, and then just letting them do it again. Like, no, it's not okay. Your behavior is not okay. It's kind of uncalled for, and let's teach you a little bit something about the heart chakra and opening it up and feeling that love between human and human. And we have to realize that some of these people have never felt that kind of love or intimacy ever before in my life. I know I didn't for a very long time, and I will continue opening my heart so that more people can feel that. With that being said, it's very scary to have an open heart, especially when it comes to intimate settings. I feel like I've gotten it down somewhat. I still get angry or like triggered, and I have my moments, and then I'll cool down and I'll look back and I'm like, oh, okay, that was me being like triggered, like, ill, sorry. But when it comes for like emotional like intimacy with a partner, I'm scared, and I acknowledge that, and that's okay. We're just gonna lean in it. We're just gonna fucking lean in that bitch, lean in that bitch, and whatever happens. I'm still gonna be alive. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoy my meditation at the end of this video, and hope to see you again. Hope you comment. I don't know, because how would I really know you're watching? I feel like there's somebody out there that's just watching, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching my videos and liking and being here, and I truly appreciate your support. Anyways, take only what you need, never more, never less. Don't be greedy, bitch. Bye.
Please find a comfortable position. Lay down, sitting down with a straight spine. Now take a deep breath in through your nose, down to your belly. Hold. Exhale out through your mouth, sigh it out. Breathe in deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take your awareness to your heart space. I invite you to be curious and observe. And anytime you drift off, come back to your heart. Is there anything your heart wants to tell you today? Listen. What do you feel? Observe. Without judgment, observe. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up your belly and then your lungs. And then exhale slowly out through your mouth. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. My light honors and sees the light within you. Namaste.